Hello, everyone. All right, this is Abel. Today we're going to go over some KvK tactics. First one I would like to maybe talk about is tower hijacking. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't know if there's a term out there that what it is, but in this sense, I'm in my alt and we're in KvK and we have some some towers over here that do not belong to us. They belong to another faction. We're friends with them, so it's okay. And we want to, instead of, say, stringing towers all the way from our starting position, or even piggybacking off of towers from our other alliances, we are going to skip all that. And we are going to hijack a unfriendly tower. So you can do this actually in your own faction as long as they're not a part of your same federation. So I placed a march right in here, okay? And as you can see, there is no towers that I can build from. And it being out of our starting zone, we cannot place a tower anywhere we would like. So we are going to use the ability, and this has been through a lot of KvKs. I've seen it used a lot, and I just going through this and talking with different people and trying to coordinate things. I've noticed that there is quite some people that actually do not know this. So I will definitely want to take a video about this and show people that this is a possibility and this is what you can use as your advantage throughout all the IK community. So I placed a march in there. And then as you can see, there's no towers that belong to me. There's only one little person right here. That's fine. And what I want to do is, since I have that right here, I have that march in there. So now I'm basically gaining control of that tower. And as you see, I can actually place a tower right here where I normally couldn't, because it's right outside the zone and it's not overlapping by any other means. And of course, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and maybe there you go. Okay, so you got to play around with it, but it does work. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little guy right here and I'm going to recall. And then now I have literally a tower that is not anywhere, and I didn't have to string 20 towers in order to get it there or anything like that. So I'm going to place that little guy right there, and I'm going to send a little march all the way. I'm pretty far away actually, but I did this already right here in this tower, and I saw them abandoning their tower. So I was like, all right, so they're on the game plan. They know what the game is, and they're following the plan. But before that was gone, I didn't want to build from this tower, place another tower here, and then place another tower here. So I kind of hijacked this tower, and it being abandoned, in the process of being abandoned, it still works. So I then placed a tower right here, and as you can see, I don't have any other towers remotely close to it. The only thing I had is another guy that was by it. So that is a factor when you're placing your first tower. You must have light or vision in order to place your tower wherever you would like. But that, again, since the new update, they did do away with that. So you can only place your first tower in, let's see here fast, in your starting zone. So as water faction, this was our starting zone right here. So old KvKs, you used to be able to come out, boom, and then say you had no towers. And then the rule is you could place your first tower wherever you want across the map. Well, you would do that, and then you would build the tower all the way over somewhere, and then you would quickly move across the map as the event went on. So because of the new update, they took away that. And then now, the movement of KvK has actually gotten slower, I believe. And there's a lot of people stringing towers down to where they need to get to in order to use the in order to get across the map in certain different ways. I think it's good in a sense of it adds a little bit more strategic placement of your towers, and it also kind of slows things down and stops people from going crazy with the map. Like, just you used to be able to go from one section to the other, and then that's just how it used to work. But now they took that away, so now that you have to either use this technique, and this technique again only works with enemy towers, people in not your federation. You can use it in the same faction, just they cannot be allies with you. And it does work in order to get to a certain location as you want. Now, with that said, there is many other little tips and tricks inside KvK that, especially when you're moving into Conquest, you are going to meet servers that have been doing this for years, and they have chaos, they have good people, they have coordination, and they have the ability to know the rules and go across the map as they do wish. So coming into Conquest, there's definitely a gap between the previous 4 seasons when you come into a Conquest season. So you are definitely going to be mixed with a bunch of people that know what they're doing. So with these videos, I definitely want to show you coming into the Conquest and meeting up with all these people. It's not necessarily an advantage of these tactics, but it's simply what everyone is going to do. And what everyone's going to do, and I just don't, I want everyone to be informed and to know. And if you don't know, you might be like, oh, hey, this guy's cheating somehow. Well, no, it's not a cheat. It's literally a different tactic that maybe you're not used to, or maybe you didn't know, or maybe you haven't seen it before. So there's going to be some other videos. This is a big one that I wanted to show people because you can use it, you can utilize it, and it's definitely going to be a benefit to you. Enemy or not enemy, just the whole IK community, just getting on the same page, making these events really fun. And that's the point of it. We want to battle, we want to have fun, we want to, do some nice smack talking, but all in a nice, fun, growing way, in a constructive criticism kind of way. And then at the end of the event, we go back to our homes, we talk about it, and we all chit chat, and it makes a nice, good community. So definitely. So recap on this is that you take an enemy tower and you send a march in there. And then with that march, you are able to necessarily, I'm going to stick with it, you can hijack its proximity ring and its vision, but you can use it to your advantage by placing a tower off of it. So I hope you guys find this kind of useful, and you're able to implement these tactics inside your KvK. If not now, maybe in the future. And again, I got some more videos I want to show you of how to swap cities accordingly inside your same federation, but using another federation and using your main by switching alliances, but you have to be in the same faction. So that's going to be another video later. It's going to be a little bit more in depth on that, and a little bit of switching around and using multiple accounts, or telling people, hey, quit the alliance, go join another alliance, and so forth. So that will be able to save some time on that one. And yeah, so that's it. Hijacking towers and using them to your ability definitely saves time, lets you move around the map, and gets the things done that needs to get done in preparation for the battle. So keep grinding, guys. Build those towers, get maxed out. Definitely those dragons, and just keep up the good work. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.